ओम सह अध्ययन मंत्रम ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्री व्यास प्रार्थना। ओम व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। Brahma means Veda Jnanam, Veda Sampada. Nidhi means abode. Brahma Nidhi means Veda Vyasa Bhagavan is the abode treasure of entire Veda Jnanam. That is why it is called as Brahma Nidhi. To him, Namaha. Shiva Smarana. Om Namastaraya Namah Shambhave Chamayo Bhave Chanamah Shankaraya Chamayaskaraya Chanamah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha. श्री राम प्रार्थना। ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। ओम श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री वेदव्यास महर्षये नमः। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। एकाग्रता भक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम नाम संकीर्तनम। श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम जय जय राम। संकल्पः। ओम श्री परब्रह्मणः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातुः समस्त ऋषिमुनिदेवतानां कृपया शास्त्रोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं च विश्वशांति विश्वकल्याणार्थं च समस्त साधकानां आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि समस्त योगक्षेम प्राप्त्यर्थं च ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायणांतर्गत बालकांडांतर्गत सप्तम सर्गांतर्गत श्री परशुराम कृत श्री रामचंद्र परमात्मनः परब्रह्म रूपेण स्तुत्याः अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमदध्यात्म रामायणं बालकांडं सप्तमः सर्गः। श्री महादेव उवाच। Let us do the chanting from the mantra number 55 onwards. Only 5, 6 only we do, because this is also a heavy subject to be studied slowly, not to miss anything. Okay, 15 slokas let us chant. How much ever you are able to see, let us see. If everything we can see, that's lucky. Do it from 33. यावन्मायावृता लोकाः तावत्त्वां न विजानते अविचारितसिद्धैषा अविद्या विद्याविरोधिनी अविद्याकृतदेहादि संघाते प्रतिबिम्बिता चिच्शक्तिर्जीवलोकेऽस्मिन् जीव इत्यभिधीयते याव देह मन प्राण बुद्ध्यादिषु अभिमानवान् तावत् कर्तृत्व भोक्तृत्व सुख दुःखादिभाग् भवेतु आत्मनः संसृतिर्नास्ति बुद्धेर्ज्ञानं न जातु इति अविवेकात् द्वयं युक्त्वा संसारीति प्रवर्तते जडस्य चित्समायोगात् चित्तं भूयात् चितेस्तथा जडसंगात् जडत्वं हि जलाग्न्योर्मेलनं यथा यावत्त्वत् पादभक्तानां संगसौख्यं न विन्दति तावत् संसार दुःखौघातु न निवर्तेत नरः सदा। तत्सङ्गलब्धया भक्त्या यदा त्वां सम उपासते तदा माया शनैर्याति दानवं प्रतिपद्यते ततः तु ततः तत् ततः त्वज्ञानसम्पन्नः सद्गुरुः तेन लभ्यते वाक्यज्ञानं गुरोर्लब्ध्वा तत्प्रसादात् विमुच्यते तस्मात् त्वद्भक्तिहीनानां कल्पकोटिशतैरपि न मुक्तिशङ्का विज्ञाने शङ्का नैव सुखं तथा अतः तत्पादयुगले भक्तिर्मे जन्म जन्मनि स्यात् तद्भक्तिमतां सङ्गः अविद्यायाभ्यां विनश्यते लोके त्वद्भक्तिनिरताः तद्धर्मामृतवर्षिणः पुनन्ति लोकम् अखिलं किं पुनः स्वकुलोद्भवान् नमोऽस्तु जगतां नाथ नमस्ते भक्तिभावन नमः कारुणिक अनंत रामचंद्र नमोस्तुते रामचंद्र नमोस्तुते. These 10 slokas entire again to be known subject or knowledge of the Vedanta is given, essence is given. So be just in a relaxed mind, cool, but concentrate. Don't go into sleep when I say cool. Neither agitated, nor feeling heavy, nor too cold to sleep, but bring that jignasa, bhakti, shraddha, and listen the simply explained meaning of this sloka, which is so profound. Ultimate jnanam. One by one. First thing is what? In the 32 Vyasa, yathe jatha jale fena jalam dhumo vakhnau tatha tvai tadadara tadvishaya maya karyam sujati aho. A peculiar power of the water only makes the water to appear like the waves, foam, froth, ripples, bubbles, etc. In the same way, the Maya Shakti, which depends on you, taking you only as Mula Adhara, material, substratum, Adhisthana. On you only, the Maya Shakti does the projection of the entire world. So, Tad Adhara, Tad Vishaya. For the Maya to function, the Adhara is Paramatma. What is the function of the Maya? Projecting the world of name and form. To project the name and form, the Maya should have a matter or substratum that is Paramatma only. Tadvishaya. आपके आधार से काम करने वाली आप ही की माया शक्ति, आप विषय को लेकर आप रूपी विषय को पूरा जगत का वो प्रोजेक्ट कर रही है. माया कार्यम सृजति अहो. व्हाट एन आश्चर्य इट इज. भगवान इज माया शक्ति. माया शक्ति existing because of support of Paramatma. Maya Shakti taking Paramatma only as the Mula material. With that, Maya is creating the entire Karya. Karya means the whole world of perception. Jagat is called Karyam in Vedanta. Personally, at individual level, the body is called as Karyam. Karanam is the Samskara Vasana Avidya. Then also Karanam is Maya Shakti. Karya is Jagat. Upadana Nimitta is Paramatma only. And that Maya is, as we tried to say yesterday, little bit. Listen, only these three things mainly understand about Maya. One, the Maya is not there in Paramatma. Two, Maya has none of its own independent existence or purpose. Third, it is the one because of which the world is projected. Fourth, that Maya can't exist without Bhagavan. So I am there, Bhagavan is there, his Maya is there, Jagat created, I am caught up in the Jagat. Let us put it this way. I, by going to Guru, when I know Paramatma, Maya will not work, Jagat is not there, I am no more a bound samsari. I am mukta. I am not discovering the self, I am seeing the world projected by Maya. That Maya acting in me as a mind with which I create the Raga Desha in the world, then I do what is not to be done. I get into Dukkha Samsara. This much here. Pause and catch it. It will be repeatedly told in this same text, Adhyatma Ramayanam, at least for 4, 5, 6 times. Further, we are studying many other prakaranas, Upanishads in our own relaxed mood. Slowly, we get into the deep, doubtless understanding of all this. Have patience, be regular, you will be taken care. Yeah. Now comes avidya krita yavan maya vrita lokaha tavatvam na vijanate avicharita siddhaisha avidya vidya virodhini. There are 4 or 5 things to be caught in this, understood in this. As long as people are, you and I, avruta, covered, disguised under the Maya, tavatvam na vijanate. Till then, they are not knowing you. Point 1. जब तक माया के खेमे में फेरे में चक्कर में है तब तक आपको नहीं जानते. Point 1. Second, this Maya is functional on what strength? Avicharita siddha esha Maya. That Maya at total level is called as avidya at our individual level. So, avichara aviveka is allowing avidya to function. The avidya is projecting world, making us bound in the world. While doing so, the Paramatma is forgotten. So, avicharita siddha esha avidya vidya virodhini. Be attentive. As long as avidya is there, it will not allow the vidya to manifest. When the vidya comes, avidya goes away. And avidya being a non substantial thing, you cannot act on that. Vidya being substantial, you can act on that. When through viveka, vicharana, when we get the Atma Vidya, avidya being opposite to it, it goes away. The moment avidya gone, entire samsara goes away. So, yavat maya vrita lokaha tavatvam na vijanate. In general, the entire world are in the influence of Maya, therefore they never become astika or come near to Bhagavan. You and I, some of us, with little vicharana, slowly nearing to Lord, trying to have the Vidya of Paramatma. The moment the Paramatma Vidya happens, avidya janita projection, after that the superimposition, which is called dukkha samsara, gone, goes away. So, what we therefore have to catch one thought through the Shravana from the Guru of the Upanishads, etc. We have to do the Viveka of Atma and Anatma. Now, how Atma and Atma are mixed up, like Atattaya Sapindavata, that is going to be told in next few shlokas. ऐसे जकड़ के एक दूसरे, it's called अन्योन्य तादात्म्यम, it's called a mutual superimposition. Paramatma and Prakriti have mutually superimposed, and amalgam of them is you and I, that samsari jiva. इसलिए in us Paramatma Tattva also is there. Maya Prakriti Tattva also is there. When the Lakshana Paramatma as Sakshi known, Lakshana of the Prakriti as Jada is known, then I really recognize myself to be Sakshi Chaitanya. No more entangled with the Prakriti, I am liberated. What is I liberation? I am no more Jiva. This is a prakriya which will be open to us. Once the Guru started telling us, informing us, it will be his responsibility only till we get convinced to establish it. Our responsibility is not to leave the Guru, not to leave the Upadesha giving by the Guru. ये हमको करना है. धीरे धीरे गुरु महाराज अलग अलग उपायों के द्वारा ये ज्ञान को हमारे बुद्धि में बिठाते हैं. He will chase us every life. If you have really told to him, hey Guru, till I get mukti, don't leave me. He says, yeah, Guru is beyond Deshakala. He is eternal. So even in our 100 lives, he will appear in one or the other form. We don't know. But he will go on guiding us. One Guru guides, many Guru guides. Through one or many Gurus, one Guru Tattva only guides. Guru Tattva is the Jnana expression of Paramatma Tattva. Paramatma expressed as Jnana Tattva means Guru Tattva. Guru Tattva expressed as many Gurus. Each of the Guru has set of jivas to evolve. They do it. Some of them pass on also. Like Shivananda Maharaj gave some training to Gurudev. He has sent him to Tapon Maharaj. Before going to Shivananda Maharaj, Gurudev was trained by so many Mahatmas in his young age or childhood in his house. All of that worked to take him to Shivananda. He took him to Shivananda, Tapon Maharaj. Tapon Maharaj gave him the Vidya. He realized. An example of just how it happens. Though that is not the topic said here right now. After next 10 slokas, it will be told. And in the next 10 slokas, the step-by-step systematic spiritual evolution which is given to us through this Stuti by Parshuramji is simple, complete, beautiful, unparalleled. As I told yesterday, it is our grossness and extrovertedness and confused nature of mind because of which we are not able to grasp it. Otherwise, it cannot be put more simpler, easier than this. So, in this sloka, what is understanding? As long as we are overpowered by the Maya, we will not know Paramatma. The Maya, Avidya continues to stay with us till we don't do Vichara of Atma Anatma. In this way, Vidya, Avidya, Avirodhi, they are all Virodhi. Because of Avichara, Avidya continues. Avidya, by projecting the world, hides Paramatma. When we use the Viveka Shakti and know Paramatma, called as Vidya, Avidya goes, it will not have power to project the world and superimpose it on us and bind us. Guru के पास जाओ तो he gives us Viveka with that Atma Vidya. Atma Vidya came, Avidya gone. Because of Avidya only, the world was projected. It will not be there. That's what he says. Avicharita Siddha Esha Avidya Vidya Virodhini. So as long as Viveka is not there, so long Aviveka is there. As long as Aviveka is there, so long Avidya is there. As long Avidya is there, the projected world is there. As long as projected world is there, the reality is not there. I'm repeatedly saying and giving pause so that it goes inside us. Now you understand the importance of this glorious knowledge, same time our non-preparedness, because we are getting lost in the world, spoiling all our upadhis, becoming slave to the jagat. Now let us feel the responsibility of quietening, purifying our mind so that this knowledge enters into us and frees ourselves us from our own jiva bhava by giving us atmanubhava. If this happens in us, this conviction, this clarity, this understanding, this commitment, our satsangas are becoming fruitful. For that purpose only we are here. And other than this, no other purpose is possible. Neither Guru, nor Shastra, nor Satsanga, nor any Acharya has any intention of any sort of binding us, troubling us, cheating us, taking anything away from us. They, out of their sheer mere compassion and kindness, are guiding us through this knowledge for our own mukti from all the bandhanas of limitations. How can we be bound with the Dehadi Upadhi to this non existing unreal world of name and form? Get liberated by knowing your essential self as the self of everything. There is nothing other than this self. If it is there, it's only projection, not real. एक श्लोक $1,000,000 वाला है, ₹1,000,000 वाला. I'm just pausing till it gets into. मैं सडनली 4-5 श्लोक ये घमासान वाले बता दूं तो ओवरलोड हेवी हो जाएगा. धीरे. Now next one. अविद्या कृत देहादि संघाते प्रतिबिंबिता चिच्छक्ति जीवलोकेस्मिन् जीव इति अभिधीयते. Just now we studied in Bhagavatam also what is Jiva. Drugdrusha Viveka clearly explained what is Jiva. In Taittiriya Upanishad, Sayesho Antarhridaya Akashaha Tasminnayam Purusho Manomayaha Murto Hiranmayaha, there also the Jiva is explained. I am now a Baddha Jiva. What is the things which go in the making of Jiva? These are explained here. First is what? Avidya. Whenever you say avidya, it is not knowing the Paramatma. That not knowing Paramatma itself is a Shakti. That's called avidya Shakti or Maya. From that only Kruta Dehadi Sanghata. That only the Deha, Indriya, Mano, Buddhi, Sanghata got manifest, projected, whatever you call it, from the avidya. Among them, Buddhi is there now. In that Buddhi, there is Aham Vritti. In that Aham Vritti, Paramatma Chaitanya Pratimbita reflects as knowingness. Same Paramatma Chaitanya expresses as Satta at the body level, as Kriya in the Prana Shakti level, and the Jnanam in the Jnanendriya Antakarana level. In that also, at the Mana level as Sankalpa Vikalpa. Like I told you, the filament and bulb. Electricity expresses as light. Dynamo. Electricity expresses there as mobility. Heater. Electricity expresses as the heat. Refrigerator. Refrigeration. Do you understand? Same way, Paramatma. At the Aham Vritti, it expresses as knower. At the Buddhi level, knowing. At the memory level, at the Chitta level, memory. At the Mana level, Sankalpa Vikalpa. Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. This subtle stuff is projected from Maya. Paramatma expresses in Mana as Sankalpa Vikalpa. In Buddhi as Vicharana and decision. In the Buddhi only there is Aham Vritti. In that Aham, Paramatma expresses as the knower, knowingness. That knowingness in Aham Vritti, we told it in the Bhagavatam time, along with knowing, to know, it needs Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Hankara, therefore it owns them. So the I, Aham Vritti, became the knower because Chaitanya Paramatma reflected in me. And becoming knower, to know, I need the means. Therefore, I need mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. Then what I became? I became owner of them. So, owning the mind, what I do? Use the mind. And do what? Sankalpa Vikalpa. Who is doing Sankalpa Vikalpa? Mana. Owned by whom? Me. Who are you? Knower and owner of the mind. Who you owner and knower? Chit Pratibimba in the Ahamvritti. And that Ahamvritti is Tadatmya with that Chit Pratibimba. Identified with that Chit Pratibimba. This is what very subtle. If they can crack this on the seat of meditation, if you can go into that depth of contemplation, all the cobwebs, all the mistiness, all the ignorance layers, all the clouds go away. The self or the sun shines out. आत्म सूर्य का अनुभव होता है. हवा, मेघ, धूल इत्यादि सब निकल जाते हैं. इस बात को अगर हम गौर से ध्यान करें तो परमात्मा is always there. From the standpoint of I as a jiva now bound into samsara through this upadhi, these explanations are given. When you reach to Paramatma, other than him, nothing is there. Therefore, all these explanations are not required. Like मुझे वहाँ जाना है. Immediately I am told by the person that is 200 kilometers, so there is no this facility, you have to only go by that mode of transport, let us say a bus. So that is a bus stand, you take the ticket, board it, get down there, take right, go right. All these are told when you have to go. And if somebody is telling us कि ऐसा वैसा जाना, अगर हम कह रहे हैं यार मेरे को जाना ही नहीं, all that information is not required. So too, when I reach the self, all the prakriya is not there. But now I am away from the self. Therefore, to reach the self, all these prakriyas are given. When you reach the self, none of them are there. To reach the self, there are all the prakriyas. What are the prakriya? Point 1. Self alone is there. Point 2. Self is not known as the self. Point 3. Because of that ignorance itself works as Maya. Point 4. That Maya only projects the upadhis. Point 5. In those upadhis, Paramatma Chaitanyam only reflects as we said. In one of them, Aham Vritti, Paramatma reflects as a knower and owner, that is I. That I, knower and owner, cannot know unless I have Manabuddhi Chitta. And Manabuddhi Chitta, I have to have a place to stay, that is called as Deha. And to perceive the world, the Indriyas are given, are required. Therefore, Deha Tadatmya and owner. Indriya Tadatmya and owner. Knower, sorry. Knower and owner of the body, knower and owner of the Indriyas, knower and owner of Manabuddhi Chitta Ahankara. That is the total set is called Jiva. Right now, that is this Jiva, me, Aham Vritti, reflected and identify the reflection. Through the buddhi I am knowing, through the mind I am feeling or doing sankalpa kalpa, in the chitta I am storing the memory, then I am the ahankara anyway, and using the deha, and using the indriyas, using the prana shakti, using the karmendriya, perceiving all this world, giving it reality, getting only lost in that. This is what avidya krota dehadhi sanghate प्रतिबिंबिता चित शक्ति ही जीवलोके अस्मिन् जीवः इति अभिधीयते. See how clearly we are chanting and explaining. Who is the jiva? Is the pratibimba of Paramatma Chaitanya in the avidya krita upadhis. In the avidya creates all the upadhis we said. In each of the upadhi, how he does pratibimba, in what form, that we explained, which is not said here, but luckily we studied in other text, so that information we have to use here. Become calm, cool, occupied, become introverted, little meditative, composed, then it will come. With the mind agitated by getting lost in the world of raga dvesha. Body is tired, fatigued, exhausted because of indulgences, excessive sleep. With such a vikara yukta, durbala, nirvirya, nisteja, nisattva yukta antakarana. This liberating light knowledge appears to be very heavy load only. Like for the youngsters or children, by giving great good marks and results, qualifying for a naukari, and fetching him thousands and lakhs of rupees, that knowledge appears to be heavy load on that fellow because he's interested in TV, friends, indulgence, sleep. बच्चों को विद्या से विजय मिलेगा, उद्योगम नौकरी मिलेगा, नाम और फॉर्म मिलेगा, पैसे मिलेंगे विद्या से. But that vidya appears to be heavy load on him. Therefore, he says, I will not study, I can't study. Not that he can't study, he has become ineffective to study because all the energies given by the Lord for him to study, he is misusing in all the rubbish. In the same way, you and I came as sadhaka, became jiva. Also did not stop as jiva, identified the upadhi, became pakka samsari. Living in samsara, losing all our stamina, strengths, energies, which are so essential required for pursuing spiritual sadhana, for which we came to know ourselves. So this is what we spoke in the morning. Introduction also. तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद के पहले, remember, same topic we discussed. The Atma in me is there, the Jiva is in me there, then also the Vyavaharika Samsari. Do you remember morning class jo aaye hai? When the sadhana is done, the samsari suffers, but the Jiva inside me becomes happy. When we are indulging in samsara, the samsari becomes happy, but the jiva inside becomes dukhi. That's why we feel guilt and regretted. Therefore, give value to the jiva who is given this upadhi's opportunity to evolve by doing sadhana. Don't value the samsari by giving him whatever he is seeking, the sukha bhoga from the world through the senses. Do you remember morning class? अभी अभी आज ही हुआ 10 घंटे हुए 12 घंटे हियर ऑल्सो अविद्याकृत देहादि संघाते प्रतिबिंबिता चित शक्ति ही जीव इति अभिधेयते. इस बात को ना टालना नहीं, छोड़ना नहीं, बाईपास नहीं करना, बैठकर इत्मीनान से आराम से समझ लेना इसको. थ्रू आउट लाइफ याद रखना, और इसी में बंधन है, इसी में मोक्ष. That's what is said in Bhagavata. Just now we studied. That will be told in the next slokas. Now, as a jiva, with the upadhi tadhatmya, when I involve in the world more and more, I become more stronger jiva. I, the jiva, withdraw from the world of names and forms, use the upadhis to know the Paramatma. First, samsara goes away. Second, the nearingness to Paramatma grows. Third, I become one with Paramatma, no need of upadhi. Or I give up or transcend upadhi, become one with Paramatma. All this beautiful knowledge, liberating knowledge, Pujya Gurudev puts in that one BMI chart. You understand it? Pujya Gurudev. Om, V, BMI, PFT, OET. Om is Paramatma, the goal. Vasanas are the avidya in between. From that, the entire set of three came. BMI, PFT, OET. In that, the PFT is Jiva. He is using BMI turning towards OET. Therefore, his V is becoming stronger. He is not realizing his own self. What Gurudev says? When the PFT turns his attention from OET to the Om and resolves all the V, he discovers himself to be the Om. BMI, body, mind, intellect. OET, objects, emotions, thoughts. PFT, perceiver, feeler, thinker. I, the Jiva, perceive the objects of the world through the B body. I, the Jiva, feel the emotions of the world with M mind. I, the Jiva, think the thoughts of the world T through the intellect. So I, the PFT, when I am involved in OET, then my V is growing vasanas. Instead of going into objects and emotions and thoughts, the PFT in me, the perceiver I, focus on Om through the study of Shastra and contemplation. To that extent, the V, the vasanas go away. When the vasana becomes zero, that Om on which you are meditating, you realize it to be your own self. Nowadays, in every schools, colleges, they present every teaching through PowerPoints. 70, 80 years back itself, when the computer not even invented, Pujya Gurudev has done that. 1960s, 1950s. Entire Vedanta, he put it. And for the PFT to turn to Om, to pull himself out of OET, he'll have to use his BMI for Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga. So when the PFT purifies himself through the by using the BMI through karma and bhakti and jnana yoga, the existing vasanas get reduced. Then he can focus more and more on the Om. See that he made it simple for us. How beautiful. Here also same. I am the self. I don't know myself. Then that ignorance worked as Maya Shakti. It created Upadhi. In the Upadhi only, I the self only reflected. In one of the Upadhi called Ahamruti, the reflected Chaitanyam, identifying with that, he became the owner and knower, and he owns and knows first Upadhis, then the world of names and forms. The total set is Jiva, and he is bound in that only. Like a man got married, became husband, got children, became father, entered into a job, became an officer, joined a club, became a member, made friends, became a friend. He has forgotten that he is man. He became everything. Remember, this man only is reflecting in any of the upadhis. If the real man is not there, there would be no father or husband or friend or club member. But he never remembers he's a man. He's always living a relative life of any one of those. In the same way, I have forgotten to be the self. Then I became Jiva and going through various identities depending on which Upadhi I am identifying at what time. अब देखो ये विद्या सबसे पहले हमको सिखाकर मुक्ति दिलाकर बाकी धर्म कर्म हमसे करवाना चाहिए. Is it not? But is this liberating knowledge is taught anywhere? This is a terrible thing of Kali Yuga. And yet, they are Mahatmas, Gurus, they take it on upon themselves this as a responsibility and they reveal this knowledge to the desirous and deserving student sadhakas. And those student sadhakas, you and I, from millions of many lives, we are also evolving little by little in this life. Hammaya, we are given the chance and taking the chance of listening to Shastras regularly. That is a great achievement. The next step, if we can do it in next life or this life or next life, is to contemplate on this, ponder on this, get the essence of all this knowledge. Then the next comes using that knowledge on the seat of Dhyanam. Then experiencing self and establishing in the self. शास्त्र लगातार सुनने तक हम आ गए, श्रवण तक आ गए. मनन is our next step. Through mananam, when the conviction comes, then the nididhyasanam is next step. In nididhyasanam, through anvaya vyatireka, the unreality of the world is established and dropped, the reality of the self is established and accepted or identified with. What we are saying from 2 years, these 5 sentences, that is what is the ultimate. What are the 5? Jagat Mithya, point 1. Naham Dehosmi, point 2. Naham Jihosmi, point 3. Aham Brahmasmi, point 4. Jagat Brahmasti, point 5. Again, entire world is nothing but Aham only. Because Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma, Sarvam Hi Etad Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma, Omiti Etad Aksharam Idagam Sarvam. Ultimately, everything is to be recognized as Brahman. Otherwise, I to became Baba Brahma, but Jagat और कुछ है. इसलिए if I go to Jagat, I will miss my Brahma. Therefore मैं नहीं जाऊंगा जगत में. ऐसा ये भी delusion illusion है. Delusion means not the completeness of the knowledge. The final knowledge is Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. Everything is Idam Rupa, also is Brahma. Idam is an immanent Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi is a transcendental. Ha ha! Now what is Jiva understood? Paramatma's reflection in the Upadhis is Jiva. In that owned, known is one set, owner, knower is one. That is what in Drugdusha Viveka is very clearly bold. ये वहाँ बताया चिच्छायावेशतः बुद्धौ भानम धीहि तु द्विधा स्थिता एका अहंकृति ही अन्या स्यात् अंतःकरण रूपिणी. So clear. So now we understand for Bhagavan Shankara to write the sloka in Drugdusha Viveka, the Adhar is Adhyatma Ramayana. And you will see in the future shloka number 36, within the 2 shlokas only. Let us go to that, spend 10 minutes, never mind, time hai. Now this is what is Jiva explained. Now this Jiva Bhava, Samsara Anubhava continues. Atma Anubhava, Moksha will not come to us as long as what? Yavat Deha Manaha Prana Buddhyadishu Abhimanavan. As long as I have the abhimana with the dehendriya manobuddhi upadhi sanghata. How the abhimana? Aham rupena, mama rupena. Sometimes aham, sometimes mama. We go on changing it. Like mujhe bukhar aaya. There at that time, I have identified with the body as aham. Because body का हुआ तो मुझे हुआ है ना. घुटने में दर्द हुआ, मुझे दर्द हुआ और मेरे घुटने को दर्द हुआ. दैट मेरे इज ममा. आई एम पेन्ड, इट इज अहम. माई नी इज पेनिंग इज ममा. थ्रू अहम एंड ममा इज द अभिमाना with these upadhis of deha, manaha, prana, buddhyadishu. Deha, this gross body. Prana, all the energy shakti. Indriya, the 10 indriyas. Then buddhi includes all the antakarana. इसके साथ अहम मम अभिमान जब तक है दावत I will not be the atma, but then what I am? Kartrutva bhoktrutva yukta jiva. And this karta bhokta jiva only does the karma, gets the bhoga of sukha dukkha. Karma of papa punya, bhoga of dukkha sukha. That is jiva. So sukha dukkha bhogi is jiva. आनंद स्वरूप है परमात्मा. ये जीव के रूप में, सुख दुख को भोगने वाले जीव के रूप में कर्म के कर्ता बनकर मैं करता ही जाता हूं. Why is it so? तादात्म्य with the उपाधि, with अहम and मम. So I am deha. I want sukha for the deha. देखो देह को सुख होता है when I have a sofa to sleep or anything. Therefore, I have to do a karma to get money to buy the sofa and become comfortable myself as the body. And really I become. And I enjoy few days. But after that, बिना जाने घंटे घंटे बैठकर टीवी पे कोई ना कोई पीछे का हिल जाता है L1 L2 L3 देन दुख का दुख में सुखी दुखी. See how important and clear is this knowledge, and how simple is the way in which it is conveyed to us by Sri Vedavyasji through the mouth of Sri Parshuramji as a stuti to the Rama as Parabrahma. That is called Adhyatma Ramayanam. हमारे अंदर रहने वाले आत्म रूपी राम के तरफ ले जाने वाला ये शास्त्र. So yavatu, as long as deha manaha prana buddhi adishu avimanavan, till that time tavat kartrutva. Naturally, when I become karta through kartrutva, I will have to get the bhoga, bhoktrutva, kartrutva, bhoktrutva, sukha dukkhadi bhag bhavet. Through the karta, by becoming karta, it has karma, papa, punya, and he gets the sukha dukkha, dukkha sukha bhoga. That's called jiva. So is jiva through karma of sukha, papa, punya, getting dukkha and sukha phala through the upadhi tadat. सो बाह्य जगत के विषयों को अपेक्षा छोड़ना है, उसके द्वारा मिलने वाले सुख जो भ्रांति करके उसके भी छोड़ना है, उपाधियों का ममता भी छोड़नी है, उपाधियों का अहम भी छोड़ना है. देन आई डिस्कवर माई सेल्फ एज सेल्फ, द रियल सेल्फ. ये मेरा साधना है. Sadhana is what? To experience mukti anandam. How it comes? When I know myself. What am I now? Jiva. How? Through upadhi. What to do? Drop the upadhi tadatma. Then discover your real self. Then you are the ananda mukta swarupa. So simple, no? I in the car as a driver or traveler go through sukha dukkha. At home, no sukha, no dukkha because I am not driving in the car. I in the boat tossed up and down depending on the waves of the river or ocean. I on the banks neither up and down because the movement of the water as well as the wave as the boat. So I as a jiva traveling in the boat of upadhi tossed up and down through sukha dukkha. I detach from the upadhi and remain as self, no sukha dukkha but only ananda. You watch the movement of waves from the shore. But you are in the boat. When the wave is moving up, you enjoy. If the higher wave comes, you suffer. When the wave is low tide, डरते यार ऊपर तो नहीं आएगा. Those who traveled in the boat in high tides, they know it. Suddenly the boat along with the wave goes low. ऐसे डर लगता है कि पीछे वाला वेव आकर कब्जा करेगा या ले लेगा. Sometimes it becomes so top. The wave becomes like a trough crust. Suddenly it looks like the boat gets toppled only. That's how happens also. How the capsizing of the boat इसी तरह आता है. सुखी दुखी. See that giant wheel also. आप जा रहे हैं तो सुख हो, नीचे आ रहे हैं तो इतना पेट में गड़बड़ होकर लोग चिल्लाने लगते हैं. Because of inertia of motion. The outer body is moving along with the wheel, but inside the whole other parts of the body were stationary. So because of inertia of motion, they just hit the upper part of the body. सारा पेट में गड़बड़ होता है. Have you seen that giant whale moving very fast? मैं तो बचपन में बहुत बार किया बाबा. Oh, when he moves it so fast, na, at one level it is joy, other dukkha. Sukha dukkha samsara, because you are in that giant wheel. That is called upadhis. So, you want to be continuing the sukha dukkha, go and attach to the upadhi. At least at the upadhi level also, you don't want dukkha, karo punya karma. Then be happy. But with wisdom. But all of that are impermanent, it will go away. The more you have asha and the sukha, when it goes away, equally you become dukhi also. Then dono ko chodo, through jnanam, know yourself and be permanently happy. Now the next sloka, as I was saying to you, Atmanah samsutir nasti, buddher jnanam na jatu iti, avivekat dvayam yungtva, samsariti pravartate. Ab dekho, thanks to your forgetfulness or my forgetfulness, just now in Bhagavata, while restudying this chapter 28, have we not concluded with the same sloka, the same portion? That's what the question of Uddhava. Paramatma is not Baddha. Deha cannot be Baddha. And who is Baddha? For that only the Jiva definition is given. Remember, here also same. Atmanaha samsrutihi nasti. There is no samsara to the pure self. Buddhi is jada by itself, cannot have any jnanam. Buddhir jnanam na jatu iti. But avivekat, because of non-discrimination of each one's position, dvayam yungtva, when they come into an unholy wedlock, samsari iti pravartate, a samsari named jiva is projected. This is the most important thing. That's called tapta ayaf pindavat. The iron and the fire. When the iron ball is exposed to fire for a few hours, what happens? Some gunas of the fire are brought. Some gunas of the iron are brought. Not all. Some. Then a burning iron ball is visualized, giving both the effects of burning of the fire, heaviness of the iron. उसमें आयरन का हेवीनेस है, लेकिन आयरन का कालापन नहीं है. So too, the roundness is not there of the fire. Fire ka roundness nahi tha, that is owned from the iron piece. And in the iron it is cold, there is no heat or light. The heat and light of the fire, heaviness of the iron, they came. Coldness of the iron is not taken. So too, the shapelessness of the fire is dropped, shape of the iron is taken. Then it does the job of heavy and burning. Fire is burning but not heavy. Iron ball is heavy but not burning. But the fire are now the burning iron ball is heavy also, burning also. You understand? Leave it for some time. Fire goes to its level, its form, and only iron remains. By nature, iron is cold, never hot. By nature, fire is hot, but never it is heavy or round shaped. But both of them together. So too, the self in me is neither knower doer, nor the deha itself can do anything. But when they come together, then that mixture is jiva. This is what the exactly almost loka in Atma Bodha. What it is said here? Atmanah samsrutir nasti buddhir jnanam na jatu iti. He says same thing. Atmano vikriya nasti buddhir bodho na jatu iti. Here it is says aviveka dvayam yuktva samsariti pravartate. There he says जीवः सर्वमलं ज्ञात्वा ज्ञाता द्रष्टेति मुह्यति. Then he says same. आत्मनः सच्चिदंशश्च बुद्धेर्वृत्तिरिति द्वयं संयोज्य च विवेकेन जानामीति प्रवर्तते. That is Atmabodha. Same here. Jadasya chitsamayogat chittam bhuyat chitestata jadasangat jadatvam hi jalagnyormelananyata. मेरे को लगता है आपको हमें नहीं ये समझ आ रहा, वो समझ आ रहा है, दोनों संस्कृत में आप बोल ही जा रहे हो. बट आई एम एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि दी आत्मबोध का एक एक श्लोक यहाँ कहीं ना कहीं से हमको मिलता है. इधर उधर हो या इधर हो, both are our own Adhyatma Jnanam. See, we can't study whole Adhyatma Ramayana where you don't know. The word Shankara Bhagavan came as avatara, like Vyasa came as avatara to give us Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa. Shankara Bhagavan was Bhagavan's avatara only to give in the form of Prakarana Grantha the same essence of Shruti Smriti Purana for our ability to understand, up to our ability, so that we don't miss sadhana and mukti. Like Shankar Bhagwan came and gave his in English, in the Sanskrita, Puja Gurudev came in English and he gave. In each of the language, same Paramatma comes as one or the other realized saint, and in that bhasha, they tell the same Shastra, same Tattva Jnana. The commonality is there in whichever the bhasha we are speaking, Shastra is the Adhara. If the Shastra is Adhara, then the Parampara is maintained. शास्त्र आधार नहीं है, सत्य बोल रहे हो, तो जब तक तुम हो काम चलता है, उसके बाद खत्म होता है. इसलिए शास्त्र आधार पे तत्व को बोलना चाहिए, भाषा कुछ भी हो. बोलना परमात्मा ही है, भाषा तुम चुन लो, लेकिन शास्त्र के आधार पे. Some more thoughts in this, we will throw light tomorrow. Today we'll stop. Sarvam Sri Ramachandra Charanarindarvanamastu. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Bolo Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Sadgurudeva Bhagavan ki Jai. श्री उमा महेश्वर भगवान की जय. वेद व्यास भगवान की जय. श्रुति माता की जय. परब्रह्म तत्व की जय. टुडे मंडे ब्यूटीफुल स्तोत्र. अ ई ई उ उ जो वर्णमाला है, ऑन द आधार वर्णमाला फॉर वन अक्षर, ब्यूटीफुल वन श्लोक फॉर शिव. दिस कॉल्ड मृत्युंजय स्तोत्रम. So one shloka is said, and me Mrutyunjaya pahi, Mrutyunjaya pahi, Mrutyunjaya pahi, Mrutyunjaya. Shloka and that line. That's why it's Mrutyunjaya Stotra. So each में उनका महिमा बताया जाता है. Excellent. So many saints, sages, Lord functioning through them, one or the other form, they gave the sadhana for us through various stotras. क्या बढ़िया है. When you have that lofty vision, with full faith in our Shastra and look from that standpoint, you can see the ocean of beautiful Shastras and the knowledge given freely for our mukti. एक बार इसको जान लिया ना, you will develop such a great respect and a commitment to Sanatana Dharma and our Shastras. Not knowing it, अपने ही घर के जमीन के नीचे इतना ट्रेजर है करोड़ों रुपए का, उसको खोद कर नहीं निकाल रहे हैं, फूटी कौड़ी के लिए भीख मांग रहे हैं. In our own Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, Bhukti, Mukti, Dharmartha, Kama, Moksha, giving treasure of knowledge in the form of Shastra is there. Instead of using it, where we are getting lost. Dekho? And today's class, very important it was. Yesterday also in the Bhagavata last portion, भुक्ति मुक्ति दोनों के लिए भगवान को पकड़ो. भगवान को छोड़ो तो मुक्ति मिलेगा ही नहीं, और भुक्ति के लिए भगवान को छोड़ोगे तो पाप करने लगोगे, फिर और नरक में जाओगे. गुरु एंड भगवान आर भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदाता. योगक्षेमं वहामि मोक्षयिष्यामि. Both he said, no? 9th chapter said योगक्षेमं, 18 he said मोक्षयिष्यामि. योगक्षेम भी दूंगा, इट्स मुक्ति. मोक्षयिष्यामि मुक्ति. You hold on to me. This is Sanatana Dharma. This is Hinduism. Not this useless wretched world of Bhuloka. There is Ananta Lokas of higher Sukha Bhoga are there. If you hold on to him with Upasana and ask him, Bhagavan, you are my ultimate goal, but still, I want to go through some of the worlds of Sukha Bhoga. Is it okay for me? Can you give me? Why not, my beta? जा तो मेरा ही पुत्र है. जा थोड़ा स्वर्ग में घूम, यज्ञ यक्षलोक में घूमो, किन्नर लोक में, किंपुर में, बट मुझे मत बोलना, मैं ही तुम्हारा अल्टीमेट गोल हूँ. ओके भगवान. He will just give us. It's not a problem to him. And going through some of them, we understand कि जैसा इधर है वैसे भी वही है, कोई ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं है. Now let me taste you, Bhagavan. Then you are sent to Bhuloka, Guru comes. That's what is the portion now. In the next 10 shlokas, all this will come. Guru comes in life, he teaches Tattvamasi. Through Tattvamasi, we discover Brahmanubhava. We understand every sukha of this whole world, at every yoni, are only the part in the Brahmanubhava Samudra, like a river or any lake. That is what? Sa eko brahmana anandaha shrotriyasya cha kamaha tasya. No, Brahmananda Mimam said, Taittiriya Upanishad, we were chanting, do you remember? We are going to see that also. This is how the life. Don't leave Bhagavan. दिस व्हाट इज सेस, नमोस्तु जगताम नाथ नमस्ते भक्ति भावना. ऊपर भी लोके तद्भक्ति निरताः तद्धर्म अमृत वर्षिणः पुनंति लोकमखिलम अतः तत्पाद युगले भक्तिर्मे जन्म जन्मनि. ऊपर कहते हैं न मुक्ति शंका न सुखम, neither mukti nor sukha will come if somebody is not devoted to you. He says that tasmat tvad bhakti hinanam kalpakoti jitairapi, करोड़ों ब्रह्मलोक ब्रह्म कल्प भी जीते रहे, ये आपके प्रति भक्ति नहीं है, neither mukti will come nor sukha. That's what na sukham na parangati. That's what said in last but one shloka of 16th chapter. रिलेट करके सारा हमको सारांश पकड़ना है. Let us not leave Bhagavan. Okay, now let's see. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amruta Kalashastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokya Nathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Bhagyavdi Chandrika Bhakta Chitta Keki Gana Gana Roga Bharvatadam Bholir Mrutyudar Kutari Kaye Namo Namaha. Om Nasai Roga Hare Sabavira Japatara Nirantar Hanumat Veera. Om Sad Sri Hanumat Veera Namaha. ओम श्री हनुमते नमः 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 ओम श्री हनुमते नमः. शिव मंत्र. ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय. नरसिंह स्वामी. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहम् प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहम् प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहम् प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. See, when we are spending these 15 minutes of chantings, na, if you feel bored, heavy, go away, but don't become miserable. But if you have time, then joyfully participate and enjoy the beautiful chantings and devotion to the God. Offer the day at the feet of Lord. That is how we have taken up this project of chanting these stotras. Maybe a month's time, if the mood comes to me, I may, kuch na manage karke 15-20 minutes. Like nowadays we are chanting three stotras. Instead of chanting 3 stotra, 1 stotra chanted and it is explained in short for 10-15 minutes. That way the Lord is giving an idea. It may work out. I may do that in Hindi. I don't know. क्योंकि हिंदी में आजकल कुछ नहीं हो रहा है ना, कुछ स्तोत्र या कुछ सत्संग हिंदी में भी करना है. आज नहीं तो कल कोई ना कोई सुनेंगे. So whatever, how much our time, energy we have, we can give with our love for our sadhana, let us give. When their urges are strong, compulsions are strong, duties are strong, obligations are strong, anyway we are compromising. When none of them are so powerfully pulling us, why not use that little sacrifice, little liking, little effort, lot is the result. थोड़ा मेहनत बहुत ज्यादा फल, थोड़ा त्याग बहुत सारा फल. नहीं किया वो तो वील ओनली गो. क्या करोगे? क्लास नहीं आओगे, सो यू टीवी देखते रहोगे और कुछ खाओगे. नहीं तो यू जस्ट सिट एंड स्लीप, वेस्ट टाइम ओनली. Okay, now the stotram is what? Mrutyunjaya stotram. Okay. Mrutyunjaya pahi, Mrutyunjaya pahi, Mrutyunjaya pahi, Mrutyunjaya. Okay, this is the end at every line. Okay. Actually, it's a big one is there. There are 52. Karo. इट में टेक 10 मिनट लगने दो. लेट अस एंजॉय टुडे सोमवार. पाड्यमी ऑल्सो आई थिंक समथिंग. पौर्णमी हो गया आज या कल. शरद पूर्णिमा, फर्स्ट शरद पूर्णिमा. नेक्स्ट वाले में श्री कृष्ण रास लीला एंड ऑल. So it is like this. Mrutyunjaya pahi, Mrutyunjaya pahi, Mrutyunjaya pahi, Mrutyunjaya. Shambho Mahadeva, Shambho Mahadeva, Shambho Mahadeva Gangadhara. Every line के बाद. And what are the lines? A, I, U, Ru, Ru, Klu, Lu, A, I, O, Au, Aha. Then Kakha, Gagha, Ja, Chacha, Jajjana, Tatha, Dadhana, Tatha, Dadhana, Papha, Babhama, Yara, Lava, Shosha, Saha, Laksha. With all the aksharas, there are one shloka. एक एक अक्षर से स्टार्ट. मैं भी पहली बार पढ़ रहा हूँ, प्रैक्टिस करना था एक्चुअली. आई डिडंट डू इट. सोते रहता हूँ मैं भी. मैं ही, नॉट मैं भी. Up to 5, 10, sorry, we do the whole shloka. To save time from the 11, only Mrutyunjaya Pahi we do it. You will just catch it. Start. Om Ata Shri Mrutyunjaya Stotram. Om Mrutyunjaya Pahi, Mrutyunjaya Pahi, Mrutyunjaya Pahi, Mrutyunjaya. Shambho Mahadeva, Shambho Mahadeva, Shambho Mahadeva Gangadhara. अद्रीशजाधीश निद्र अद्रीशजाधीश विद्रावितौघौघ अद्रीशजाधीश विद्राविताघौघ भद्राकृते पाहि मृत्युञ्जया. मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया. शम्भो महादेव, शम्भो महादेव, शम्भो महादेव गंगाधरा. आकाशकेशामराधीश वन्द्या त्रिलोकेश्वरा पाहि मृत्युञ्जया. मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया. शम्भो महादेव, शम्भो महादेव, शम्भो महादेव गंगाधरा. इन्दूपलेन्दु प्रभोत्फुल्लकुन्दार विन्दाकृते पाहि मृत्युञ्जया. मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया. ईक्षाहतानङ्गदाक्षायणीनाथ मोक्षाकृते पाहि मृत्युञ्जया. मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया. उक्षेश संचार यक्षेश सन्मित्र दक्षार्चिता पाहि मृत्युञ्जया. मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया. ऊहापथातीतमाहात्म्य संयुक्त मोहान्तका पाहि मृत्युञ्जया. मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया. रुद्धिप्रदाशेष बुद्धिप्रतारज्ञ सिद्धेश्वरा पाहि मृत्युञ्जया. मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया. रूपर्वतोत्तुङ्ग शृङ्गाग्रसङ्गाङ्ग हेतो सदा पाहि मृत्युञ्जया. मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया. लुप्तात्मभक्तौग सङ्घाति सङ्घातु कारिप्रहन् पाहि मृत्युञ्जया. मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया. लूतीकृतानेकपारादिकृत्यन्त नेयाधुना पाहि मृत्युञ्जया. मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया पाहि, मृत्युञ्जया. 10 are over. Now that second line I'll just cut, just chant 2 lines. No, a I E O O ru ru lu lu हो गया. अभी A I O O all this. It is like एकादशाकार राकेन्दु संकाश शोकांतिका पाहि मृत्युंजया ऐश्वर्यधामार्क वैश्वानराभास विश्वाधिका पाहि मृत्युंजया ओषध्यधीशांश भूषाधिपापौघ मोक्षप्रदा पाहि मृत्युंजया औद्धत्यहीन प्रबुद्ध प्रभाव प्रबुद्धाखिला पाहि मृत्युंजया अंबा समाश्लिष्टलंबोदरापत्य बिंबाधरा पाहि मृत्युंजया अस्तोककारुण्य दुस्तार संसार निस्तारणा पाहि मृत्युंजया कर्पूर गौराग्र सर्पाढ्य कंदर्प दर्पापहा पाहि मृत्युंजया खद्योत नेत्राग्नि विद्युद्ग्रहाष्टादि विद्योदिता पाहि मृत्युंजया गंधेव चर्मांग सक्तांग संसार सिंधु प्लवा पाहि मृत्युंजया घर्मांशु संकाश धर्मैक संप्राप्य मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया 20 आर ओवर 10-10 पे रुकते हैं ओनली 50 उत्पत्ति सॉरी जोत्पत्ति बीजाखिलोत्पत्ति बीजामरादिशमां पाहि मृत्युंजया चंद सॉरी जोपत्ति नहीं है नो होगा ओंपत्ति बीजाखिलोत्पत्ति बीजामरादिशम पाहि मृत्युंजया चंद्रार्ध चूड़ामरेन्द्रार्चितानंद सांद्रा प्रभो पाहि मृत्युंजया छंदशिरो रत्न संदेह संवेद्य मंदस्मिता पाहि मृत्युंजया जन्मक्षयातीत चिन्मात्र मूर्ते भवोन्मूलना पाहि मृत्युंजया झणच्चारु घंटा मणिव्रात कांची गुणश्रोणिका पाहि मृत्युंजया नणित्यश्च चिंतांतरंग श्रमोच्चाटनानंदकृत पाहि मृत्युंजया टंकातिटंकामरुन्नेत्र भंगांगना संगता पाहि मृत्युंजया राळी महा सॉरी ठाली महापाळि केळी तिरस्कारी सत्खेलना पाहि मृत्युंजया डोलायमानान्तरङ्गीकृतानेक लास्येशमां पाहि मृत्युंजया ढक्काध्वनिध्वानदाहध्वनि भ्रान्तशत्रुत्वमां पाहि मृत्युंजया मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया नाकारनेत्रान्त संतोषितात्म श्रितानन्दमां पाहि मृत्युंजया तापत्रयात्युग्रदावानला साक्षि रूपाव्यया पाहि मृत्युंजया स्थाणो मुराराति बाणोल्लसत्पंच बाणान्तका पाहि मृत्युंजया दीनावनाद्यन्तहीनागमान्तैकमानोदिता पाहि मृत्युंजया धात्रीधराधीश पुत्री परिष्वंग चित्राकृते पाहि मृत्युंजया नन्दीशवाहारविन्दासनाराध्य वेदाकृते पाहि मृत्युंजया पापान्धकार प्रदीपाद्वयानंद रूप प्रभो पाहि मृत्युंजया फालाम्बकानंत नीलोज्वलन्नेत्र शूलायुधा पाहि मृत्युंजया बालार्कबिम्बांशु भास्वज्जटाजूटिकालंकृता पाहि मृत्युंजया भोगेश्वरानंत योगी प्रियाभीष्ट भोग प्रदा पाहि मृत्युंजया मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया 40 मौलिद्युनद्योर्मिमाला जटाजूटि काली प्रिया पाहि मृत्युंजया यज्ञेश्वराखंड तद्धानिधि दक्ष यज्ञान्तका पाहि मृत्युंजया राकेन्दुकोटि प्रतीकाशलोकादि सृड्वन्दिता पाहि मृत्युंजया लंकेश वन्द्याङ्घ्रिवङ्केरुहाशेष शङ्कापहा पाहि मृत्युंजया वागीश वन्द्याङ्घ्रिवन्दारुमन्दार शौरि प्रिया पाहि मृत्युंजया शर्वाखिलाधार सर्वेश गीर्वाण गर्वापहा पाहि मृत्युंजया षड्वक्त्रता तत्त्रिषाट्पुण्यलोकादि सृड्वन्दिता पाहि मृत्युंजया सोमावतं सान्तरंग स्वयं धाम सामप्रिया पाहि मृत्युंजया हेलानिगीर्णोग्रहालाहलासाह्य कालान्तक पाहि मृत्युंजया लाणीधराधीश बाणासनापास्त क्षोणाकृते पाहि मृत्युंजया क्षित्यम्बुतेजो मरुद्व्योम सोमात्म सत्या कृते पाहि मृत्युंजया ईशार्चितांग्रे महेशाखिलावास काशीपते पाहि मृत्युंजया मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव गंगाधर मृत्युंजया पाहि मृत्युंजया शंभो महादेव गंगाधर हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हर. This is the basic tune. Then according to your throat, your musical ability, while having the joy of devotion, each of us can chant it. And in this mantra, entire Mahima of Shiva is given. Now SHIVARAAMA ASHAKAM. I don't know what is the tune. I try. Om Ata Shri SHIVARAAMA ASHAKAM. Om Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sakhe Prabho Trividata Panivarana He Bibho Aja Janeshwara Yadava Pahi Mam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kurume Varam Kamala Lochana Ramadayani Hara Guru Gajarakshaka Gopate Shivatano Bhava Shankara Pahi Mam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kurume Varam Sujana Ranjana Mangala Mandiram भजति ते पुरुषः परमं पदं भवति तस्य सुखं परमद्भुतं शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे परं जय युधिष्ठिर वल्लभ भूपते जय जयार्जित पुण्यपयोनिधे जय कृपामय कृष्ण नमोस्तुते शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं भव विमोचन माधव मापते सुख विमान हंस शिवारते जनक जारत राघव रक्ष मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं जनक जारत राघव रक्ष मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं अवनिमण्डल मङ्गलमापते जलज सुन्दर राम रमापते निगम कीर्ति गुणार्णव गोपते शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं पतित पावन नाममयी लता तव यशो विमलं परिगीयते तदिपि माधव मां किमुपेक्षसे शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् अमरता परदेव रमापते विजयतस्तव नाम धनोपमा मयि कथं करुणार्णव जायते शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् हनुमतः प्रिय चापकर प्रभो स्वरसरिद्धृत शेखर हे गुरो मम विभो किमु विस्मरणं कृतं शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरम् अहरहर्जन रञ्जन सुन्दरं पठति यः शिवराम कृतं स्तवं विशति राम रमाचरणाम्बुजे शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं प्रातरुत्थाय यो भक्त्या पठेदेकाग्रमानसः विजयो जायते तस्य विष्णुमाराध्यमाप्नुयात् इति श्रीरामानंद स्वामिना विरचितं श्री शिवरामाष्टकं संपूर्णम्. Now tomorrow Shivanamavali Ashtakam, Daridra Dahana Stotram, then Vande Shivam Shankaram. These we try to do. Thank you Sarvam. Paramaatma Charanaravindar Om Bhurgovaswaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Nah Devasavita Prasva Satyantvartena Virijinchami Pranaya Panaya Vyanaya Udanaya Samanaya Brahmane Brahmarpanam Brahmavir Brahmapna Brahmanautam Brahmayutena Brahmakarna Annam Satarvidam Sadhara Sesha मध्यमध्यमृतपानि उत्तरापोष्णमस्तपाद प्रक्षालनाचमन ताम्बूल नीराजनान् दर्शयामं नीलमेघश्याम नित्यगुण बालगु वेणुगानलोल कृष्ण वेदांत वेद नवनीत जन भक्त जनाधार प्रमदय आवार्ति मुक्ति संदाय गीतामृत दाता पार्थ सारथिरूप कृष्ण सर्वमंगल राम सद्गुरु ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्दिवतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनभाति सर्वं तस्य वासा सर्वमिदं विभाति ओम नारायणाय देवाय नासरताय सीतावल्लभाय राम राम भार्य मधु आंजनेय मंगलम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो गुरुविदां मंगल ब्रह्मलोकादाशीषादालोकयतीभ्यं बोलसियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय राधावर कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय श्री रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीता ब्रह्मसूत्र अध्यात्म राम योग वासिष्ठ पातंजलि योग सूत्र शिवपुराण सूत्र संहितादि समस्त सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृति श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय श्री वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय। विश्वामित्र विश्ववाल्मीकि तुलसीदास वेद व्यास श्री रामायण आचार्य की जय। श्री वेद व्यास वैशंपायन आज्ञवल आद्य शंकरादि ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। हर नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद। जानकी जीवन स्मर जय जय राम राम। अम्बे में माता की जय। बोलो समस्त भक्त श्रोता साधक जिज्ञासु सेवकादि समस्त मंडल की जय। 10:10 at the feet of the Lord. Thank you all. 10:10 is today's date. ये चंद्रचूड़ मदनांतका शूलपाणे